In my mathematical world, I have one little problem. I inherited a bunch of cats, and they are creating havoc with integers. Help me solve these absolute value problems before I go absolutely bonkers. Write the following expressions after I say them. The opposite of x. The sum of a number and the opposite of 5. 8 minus the opposite of negative m. Write how you would say the following expressions out loud. Ginger the cat jumps from the couch to the floor, a distance of negative 4 feet. Use the absolute value to determine how far she actually jumped. Frank is sleeping 5 feet to the left of the scratching post, and Dozer is 3 feet to the right of it. Draw a number line using the scratching post as 0. Plot points to represent the two cats. Label your graph. How far apart are Frank and Dozer? Last month, the vet bill for Stumpy was $120, but this month it is negative $85 because of a refund from an overcharge. Create a number line showing the two charges. What is the change in cost between the 2 months? Frank batted a toy under the couch. The toy is negative 6 1/2 inches deep under the couch. What is the absolute value of the distance you need to reach to retrieve the toy? Stumpy ran 7 feet forward chasing a toy mouse, and then backed up 5 feet. Write an expression to represent the total distance Stumpy covered. What is the total distance Stumpy moved? A cat bed was originally 3 feet left of a window. I moved it 6 feet to the right of the window. How far did the cat bed move? Is the bed further away from the window now, or was it further away before? Explain how you know. Stumpy was sitting by the front door, marked as point A on the number line, when a loud noise scared her. She jumped under the table to point B, negative 3 units away. She then ran to point C. At which point, B or C, was she furthest from the door? What was the total distance Stumpy moved? Olive started at point A on the graph, then moved 6 feet left to sit in the sun at point B. She changed her mind and moved to a new spot, point C. When was Olive closer to point A? How far did Olive move in total? Zappy climbed 7 feet up the curtain, but then slid negative 4 feet down before stopping. Draw a diagram to show the location of the floor, where Zappy climbed to, and where he stopped. Is Zappy above the floor? How do you know? If Zappy is above the floor, how far up the curtain is he? Kimmy was sitting by the front door, labeled A on the number line. Create a story to explain how he moved from point A to point B, and then point C.